Hey you guys, my name is Sammy and this is my YouTube channel for The Body Effect. I started this company back in 2017, but this is my first YouTube video, so I wanted to take this opportunity to introduce you guys to who I am and a little bit why I do this. So I'm originally from Charlotte, North Carolina, and now I live in Los Angeles, California. I live right downtown, so a lot of times when I'm shooting videos it gets kind of loud because sirens start going off. When I was growing up in Charlotte, North Carolina, I was a very active kid. I played soccer, I did swimming, I was a dancer, and I also did a ton of different sports with my brothers and my family. And I loved playing outside and being active with my friends, riding bikes, playing tag, all the things that every usual kid, at least back when I was growing up, used to do. And then as I got a little bit older, I had to choose between being a dancer and playing soccer. I was getting really good at both, and my schedule was just way too busy, so I had to make a choice, and I chose to keep training in dance. And now, at this point in my life, I'm 25 years old, and I've been dancing for 22 years. I started dancing competitively when I was only 8, and I did it for 10 years until I went off to college. And because I was so active as a kid, I was really slender. I had a fast metabolism. I never really had to worry too much about what I ate, just because I was always active all the time, and so I was burning a ton of calories all the time, and I really didn't have to think about being healthy. And when puberty hit for me, I started to fill out a little bit more. I got much more curvy, my shoulders got really broad, and I gained a little bit of weight, but it still wasn't anything crazy. And then I went off to college. I went to UNC Chapel Hill for undergrad. Go Tar Heels. And when I got to college, the commencement speaker that they had come speak to all of the freshmen was a nutritionist. And I remember thinking that that was kind of weird. But I remember her saying that studies had shown it was no longer the freshman 15, it was now the freshman 8, which was cool, I guess. I really didn't think too much about it. And I still really didn't pay that much attention to what I was eating. But the difference now is that I was much less active. I wasn't dancing very much. I wasn't going to the gym and working out like I did a little bit in high school. And so I just really wasn't doing anything. My main exercise for the week was walking to and from class every day from South Campus. But my first semester, I still managed to not gain any weight. I stayed right about the same where I had always been. And I think it's because I was walking to class all the time, and that was pretty much it. Then I got sick in my first semester and had to get my tonsils out. So I did get very sick. I had to have surgery, and after that, recovery was really hard. So in the months that followed, I blew that freshman 8 stuff out of the water. In a matter of a couple of months, I gained about 20 pounds and was just totally unfamiliar to it. I knew that I needed to be a little bit more careful about what I was eating, but at the time I really didn't care. So I was eating pizza about 3 times a week. I decided not to walk to class very often because my classes were on the opposite side of campus from where I lived, so I took the bus to class almost every day, and I was just being super unhealthy. It wasn't until I was on the bus one day on the way to class that I was sitting down and I could feel my stomach jiggling, and I just realized how unbelievably much I had let myself go. That's when I decided it was time for a change. So I did some research and found a personal trainer in the area named Katie, and she had actually gone to UNC as well and had majored in exercise and sports science. And she owned a yoga, Pilates, personal training studio that was only a couple miles from campus. So I signed up for personal training with her. I went twice a week to go see her because I knew myself at that point that if I didn't have somebody to hold me accountable, if I didn't have an appointment set for myself, it was a lot less likely that I was going to work out. In the time that I worked with her, She taught me a ton of new stuff that I had never done before in the gym, like using TRX, using the Bosu ball, which I had not really used very much before. And even though she didn't talk to me about nutrition very much during that time, I just got so much more conscious of what I was putting into my body that it made a big difference for me. Of the weight that I had gained before I started working with Katie, I lost about 8 of those pounds while we were doing our sessions, but I gained back so much more confidence than I had had before that. And going into college, I wasn't really sure what I was going to do, but after working with her, I knew that that feeling she had given me of being more confident and more self-assured and more comfortable in my own body, I knew I wanted to give people that same feeling. So when I went back to college for my sophomore year, I enrolled as an exercise and sports science major and signed up for my first anatomy class. And then I decided before my junior year, because I knew that I wanted to go into personal training at this point, I started shadowing several different personal trainers in the Charlotte and Huntersville area because I just wanted to gain as much knowledge as I could from really experienced trainers that worked with a variety of different clients. So then when I went back for my junior year, I started working towards getting my personal trainer certification. I just didn't want to wait until I graduated to get certified. So I got certified as a personal trainer with NASM when I was 21 years old. And then I graduated from UNC a year later with an advanced degree in exercise and sports science with honors. Within 2 weeks of finishing college, I got certified again with NASM, but this time with a specialization. I really, because I grew up with a sports background, wanted to be able to help athletes. So I got a specialization to work with athletes as well. And then I moved out to Los Angeles. Only a matter of weeks after I graduated, I was out here. And after I moved to Los Angeles, I struggled with my weight again. Even though I was a personal trainer, I was kind of ignoring a lot of the advice that I was giving to my clients, and I was doing okay with my eating, but I was eating out a lot because everything here is so good. So then I decided the next step for me was to get certified with a specialization in fitness nutrition, because nutrition is super important when you're trying to reach fitness goals. And I knew that in order to help all of my clients, I needed to have as much information as possible to provide them with. So when I was 23 years old, I got certified as a fitness nutrition specialist. And then I also realized that while I could coach a lot of people here in Los Angeles in person in a gym, I would be able to reach so many more people if I went online. So in January of 2017, I launched this company, The Body Effect, right here in Los Angeles, but I have trained clients all over the United States and even clients internationally that are all over the world. So at this point in my life, at age 25, I'm in the best shape I've ever been in. Even though I don't weigh the least that I have in my adult life, I know that I am stronger, I have more endurance, and I'm healthier than I have ever been in my adult life. And now that I have rambled on about who I am, I want to know more about who you guys are. So down in the comments, please let me know where are you from, let me know where you are in your fitness journey, let me know if you have goals that you're trying to work on, and if there's anything I can do to help. I am going to be posting so many more videos up on this YouTube page. I'm going to be posting nutrition videos, workout videos, tips and tricks on how to stay motivated, and really anything that you guys want. So you can also comment down below if you have something that you want me to focus on in an upcoming video. Make sure that if you like this video, you give it a thumbs up, and I hope to see you guys here in the future. Thanks.